So it is the end of day 3. We've just been grinding, just grinding away to complete the Atlas. So we're now at 111 out of 115, and I'm just about out of steam, but we're nearly there. Annoyingly this time, I actually bought the Kirax Vault Pass, so I do actually need to complete the last 4 maps for my MTX, which I would quite like. But I don't want that as much as I want damage, because there's not much point in looking cool if you're still doing several 100,000 DPS, which is roughly where we are now. Hopefully we've been leveling our gems up. Yes, we've nearly got a 20 Reap and 20 Exsanguinate, nearly. We have encountered our first bit of new content, which is the revamped Atlas Memories and associated NPC. Still have a few unique maps to do. Coward's Trial, annoyingly, is like 40 chaos to buy, which freaking sucks. And it's because there's a craft attached to it. Because you get prefixes cannot be changed in there. People can afford to stiff you for the craft, even if you don't want. Even if you're not doing it for the craft. There's that. And Accident Nightmare, which I always actually enjoy. That's my favourite unique map. Vaults of Atziri, which involves walking in there into an empty room and opening a chest. And then Twilight Temple, which is trivial but rare. So yeah, we've got to do those. And then we'll have 100% cleared Atlas, which is good. We don't have any watchstones. We have an invite to the Syri Exarch. We are 1 map away from getting an Eater of Worlds invite. Just need to do a tier 16 to get that. But we're not going to do either of those until I've increased the damage a bit. I really want a 6-link for that. I did sell that ring that I got from the searing minion, whatever the hell she's called. And that netted me a divine. I could have sold it for slightly more, but I want to sell it soon, and everyone else's items seem to have been sitting there all day, not earning them 1.5 divines. So 1 divine. I converted my chaos into a divine. I just blew a load of chaos on singular scouting reports just to clear a couple more unique maps. Which more or less paid for itself because I did get the Putrid Cloister, so I think I probably wasted 10 chaos or something, but maybe the other way around. Maybe I won. I did get a couple of other maps out of it. And I'm saving these scouting reports because Shaper, Elder, and Elder Slayer Guardian maps will be handy as soon as we have some DPS. So, DPS is the main challenge at the moment. We're still using some gear we stole off a Merc to get a couple of +1s. 5-link I actually found. I replaced the 5-link I bought for 5 chaos. That I think is off a Merc. Those we found, that's off a Merc. As is that, I believe. So yeah, mostly mercenary gear. That might have been a Merc as well, or I might have found it. That we bought for 1C. So yeah, our DPS, we've sorted our links out now finally. So we now have, so we have CWDT and Mortal Call, which is not actually part of the build, but I found has saved my ass innumerable times, as usual, even though I've only set it to the minimum level, minimum damage. We are running Detonate Mines with automation still. I do think that's preferable. I don't know whether I need to manually manage that for boss fights or if it's actually not worth it. We're not getting the advantage of our high impact mines bonus if we're not either manually detonating or detonating with the mastery that says detonate mines is triggered while you're moving. I actually do prefer that playstyle, but I kind of want to save the passive point for now. We're also still overcapped on res, and I could probably change bandits at some point to get an extra passive point there. DPS is still pretty rubbish, but we have sorted the links out. So I'm now running Dumbo's recommended Arcanist Brand, Reap, Faster Casting, and Assassin's Mark, which is actually much nicer than doing what I was doing before, which was just a hangover from my Hex Blast leveling, Wave of Conviction, Curse, Bear Trap as all as separate keys. So we've saved one key now because we can Arcanist Brand and throw the Bear Trap. Can't automate those. Not easily anyway. Yeah, still winning 3 auras. Still have Way of Conviction, but we don't have Bound to a Key. It doesn't do anything anyway. Thought I might level it to 20. May as well. Yeah, so I did, yesterday, I did buy this little cluster for 40C. It is annoying, League Start. I had like 18 Chaos when I went to sleep at the end of day 1, I think, and these were 25. I wake up and they're 50, 60. But I did do a live search and got a quick hit on a 40C jewel, so that's something at least. Don't know what they're worth now. Let's find out. How much are they now? Item level 50 to 67. Okay, yeah, exactly the same price. And the crafted ones. Oh, surprise sabotage. What do we have? Expert. Yes. And the guerrilla tactic and expert presumably haven't gone up in price then. Oh yeah, they have 70. So we actually got a bargain. We got a bargain, so that's nice. That's nice. Got some crap jewels in at the moment. Just anything we had. The only things we had that had damage and a resistance on are what we're using, so that's fine. Yeah. I'm one passive away from being happy with the passive tree as far as bosses go, as we need the fizz damage, where the hell it is. Yeah, we need this mastery to get 40% increased fizz with skills that cost life. It's a small upgrade, given we've got a lot of increased already, but I do want that. We are still running 2 ascendancies. I'm still planning on going into the lab at level 90 just as a point of principle, and when we're doing a lot more damage than we are now, just because I don't want to play lab properly. So and you know, yeah, we'd get some extra defenses from that, and I forget. I mean, I'm not even sure these guys are taking suppression. I guess we're getting either a weak polymath or an unreliable heart stopper. I'm guessing we get it. I think we get a weak polymath. I think that's the story, because we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, something of that order. 5 times mastery would be, was it 2% now? 20%? No, 10% more damage, which is something. And you get life on kill, which is nice while mapping, but not much use in boss fights. Yeah, I do feel very behind, as usual. I think it's just because, you know, people are streaming, and the people streaming are very good at the game, and so on. I've been playing this game for a very long time, and I'm still not that fast. Never have been. Faster than some. But I sort of compensate by playtime. Yeah, but not in a sort of Khan sense. Ooh, yes, you can have that if you would like. Oh, yours, chap. Join me. Okay, fine, I'll come to you. I can't come to you. Luckily, you're coming to me. the party. Well, that's helped. That's made up for the some of the money we spent on unlocking maps. Yeah, I've only been doing a little bit more trade than usual. I think my trouble is I don't price things reasonably. Not that reasonably, anyway. Slamming. Yes, push off then. Jolly good. So, do we have locked portals? Allow party members. All party members. Yes. Correct. Good. Yeah, quite drained. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm probably a day behind the people who are going at pace. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. I'm about a day behind. Part of that was the leveling build. If a day is, 16 hours, a good third of that was just choosing a shit leveling build. I really should not have gone with Pyroclast, or I should have progressed out of Pyroclast earlier, one or the other. Yeah, but at least we know how to get the damage up somewhat, so we're not that far away. We have one favourite map, that's something, but we need some DPS, because we got to kill some Guardians. So the plan for tomorrow is run a bunch of maps until I can pick up another Divine's worth of Chaos, which will probably be 200C by tomorrow, I guess. So, 160C from somewhere. Probably going to use Wealthy Exile to work that out, I suspect. Let's see how rich we are. Again, allegedly we have 5.6 Divines, but in terms of things we might want to sell... okay, yeah, so we got Reign of Chaos. Haven't got much else. $79C in maps. Don't really want to sell maps. Yeah, a lot of this is theoretical. Very, very theoretical. So, I don't know, maybe we'll sell some currency or something. We'll sell something, and we'll do some maps, and get some currency. As soon as I've got about 3D, I'm hoping that I can then pick up a decent 6-link base. That's at least the idea. So, Necrotic 86 is currently 2.7 Divines. That's pretty much what we're after. We'll also need some spare change to buy dense fossils with, so we can craft it into some semblance of being bearable. Some semblance will do, because I'm just looking for the defences at this point. And if I'm going to buy a 6-link, I may as well buy the item I'm going to keep, rather than buy a cheap 6-link, and then, which costs about a third, and then buy another 6-link. Because 6-links will stay at 3 div for some while. So, yeah, that's the idea. So, 6-link. In the process of earning the money for that, I'm hoping we'll get 20 gems on everything. That would be the idea. Might invest in a 21-20 reap. Might not. Certainly I want to 20 up my quality on Reap, because it is worth it. It's a more damage multiplier, not a lot, but a bit. So I think with the extra passive point here, with a 6-link and 20 gems with a 20-20 Reap, I think we should push a million peak, which is terrible, but it should be enough. It should be enough to get us to get us 2 Watchstones. That should be fine, and it's probably enough for Shaper. But I don't know if is Shaper actually a favourite. Yes, Shaper is a favourite. Well, that would be nice. So yeah, we could then do 2 Watchstones, Elder Guardian, Shaper Guardian, Conqueror, and Shaper. That would probably be enough to get us into some currency farming, to get some better gear. Yeah, something along those lines. And as soon as we get to, 4 mil, well, I'll probably just wait till I'm 8 mil, and then we'll do Uber Elder and Maven. And not so sure about these new bosses, might just wait until we've cleared Uber Elder and Maven. Yeah, so as far as the curve goes, I'm going to be increasingly behind, because I know there's a bunch of people who day one got 4 Watchstones. There are people who buy carries. I don't buy carries. We don't do that. But yeah, we're making pretty good progress. I don't feel a massive urge to switch this character. I almost lost the will to live clearing the Atlas, but that's just because the Varling maps, Varling tier 16s is such a freaking lottery, and I know that's why they do it, and I do hate it. We've had some awful boss fights with the terrible DPS we have, but I just wanted to get it done, because it's either spend some hours doing that whilst and give up leveling because it's too rippy, and at least we've got the Atlas clear so that when we gear up we can just move on and make some money, or go back, farm yellow maps for a while until we scrape enough money together to increase in power and then clear the maps. And I know that's what you're supposed to do. I suspect that's what you're supposed to do. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted it clear. I wanted it done. Yes. So tomorrow, let's attempt to enjoy the game, I think. Yeah, that'll do for now. Till next time, farewell.